Hey, how's it going? It's Sins, aka
Sleepy J.
Sleepy J today. He didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, guys. I drug him to the gym. Pre-workout got him.
Pre-workout got me. Every time.
We were up till what? About 7 a.m. Trying to go to sleep.
That's right.
My wife was real mad and confused why I wasn't in bed. But that's neither here nor there. The most important thing about today is what's sitting in front of us here.
That's right.
What do we got?
We got some EQTs.
EQT from Adidas. One of my favorite shoes and one of the most versatile shoes I think I have in my collection that Adidas has ever made, really.
I agree.
Not just versatile, but the amount of variations.
It has to be one of their shoes that has the most different kinds.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, and they kind of revived them in 16, 17. Originally came out 1991.
Yep, 91.
Same year as the Jordan 6, ironically, which I just picked up. Show coming on that, too.
Infrareds?
Infrareds.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, they're hot. Hot heat.
Hot heat.
Yeah. Anyways, 1991. They have the reason they came out, Adidas kind of fell off a little bit. They wanted to come back with something different than what was on the market at the time. And they made a shoe that was as functional as possible.
Yeah, yep. It still gave them some looks.
Yeah, and you know, I think the looks came from just doing something different.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is cool. You know what I mean? There wasn't anything like this on the market at the time.
Yep.
And they decided to make a shoe. EQT stands for equipment. And they wanted to make something that was functional and you could do all the things that I like to do in a shoe. Lift, run, go to work all day, have a comfortable sole. The different models got different features.
Yep. I think they did a lot with colorways too, especially back then.
Yep.
They put that green or teal.
Yeah.
That's the original colorway, right? Or I mean, maybe not the original color, but that was
this teal
was one
of the original colors they used. For
black
sure.
and white, right?
Yep, black, white, teal. Yep.
So
I'll get right into it here.
let's jump right in.
Let's see. Fit wise, I gave it a 7.
I also gave it a 7.
Why'd you give it a 7?
I gave it a 7. Now I've had a couple of different versions. The shoe's like a good fits true to size.
Okay.
So if you're, I'm a 12, so I get a 12. Another reason, the fit. I think the tongue is a different kind of tongue. It has that burrito tongue.
Wrap around. I don't know if you can see it on camera here. But it doesn't have like a real tongue. It just kind of wraps around your foot a little bit. Doesn't have like an attached tongue. It just kind of does one of those bad boys.
Yep, and one thing I like about that is that if you wear it loose, you still got,
the coverage.
Yep. Yeah. And then if you wear it tight, it obviously just locks it down a little bit better.
Cool.
So 7. Solid 7.
All right. Well, I gave it a 7. I didn't give it a higher score, which I really wanted to, because when you find the size that fits your foot, it's a great feeling shoe. However, if you go with a style like the prime knit versions, like this one or this one, and I've said this in other videos,
just a little too big.
Adidas, I don't know what you're doing with prime knit stuff, but fucking stop.
So when you wear it, it's longer too, right? I mean, it's not just, is that like a...
Yeah, the problem is they're longer.
It's not just because of the wider or...
Yeah, and I love this shoe. I love it. But I don't wear it very often because my toes are like right here on the shoe. I still have 1.5 inches
to go
in the shoe. And now that they're a little more affordable, I might buy another pair.
Downsize.
Yeah, and donate this to somebody with a mongoloid foot. Maybe you could wear it.
Some ant stompers.
Yeah, for sure. So 7 on both sides.
Pretty good.
Performance.
Gave it a 8. I'm sorry, I gave it a 7.
A 7 on
7. I did.
Okay.
A couple of reasons I gave it a performance. I worked out in the EQT support.
Okay.
It had a good workout in it, and my foot just hurt when I was biking. It could just be the way I had it laced. But overall, it was a really good shoe.
Okay.
There's a torsion bar in a couple of these.
Oh, okay.
Helps out with the performance of it.
Yeah, I think the torsion bar comes in the support.
The support, okay.
Version of the EQT.
Yep, and then they all have like a strap, or what do we want to call it?
I guess it's like a heel support plus ankle support.
Yep, they all have some variation of that.
Yep.
And I think helps keep your heel locked in place.
Yep. Not only is it good for the design language, I think it looks good. But again, they went out of their way to make it a functional shoe.
Right.
I gave it an 8. I personally really like the way the shoe performs.
Okay.
I went to a CrossFit gym with a buddy of mine, and matter of fact, the green ones here are the ones that I wore. And I found that I could run in them. I could lift in them. I did a couple of like Olympic overhead lifts. Torsion bar worked out great. The density of the foam sole worked out great, and then the ankle support and side foot support, I guess, that we mentioned before, worked great.
Okay. So good. You get a good overall experience.
Yeah. If you find the one that fits.
Yeah, so it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
It did exactly what Adidas intended. So that's pretty awesome. Price wise, I gave it a 9.
I also gave it a 9.
I gave it a 9 because now that they've been out for a while, and depending on the variation that you get,
right,
you can get them very, very, very cheap.
Yeah, from what, $40?
I think $40 up.
Yep. They have been out for a little bit.
Yeah.
And they have so many colorways. Obviously, other colorways are more, or you can get them cheaper.
Yep.
But you had a little bit of a challenge getting this colorway, right?
I did. This was the first ones I think that they released when they came out, and when this shoe dropped, it was so hot. Like I literally could not touch the shoe. I couldn't get one in my hands for 8 months.
For 8 months.
8 months.
When it first re-released.
Yeah, when this shoe re-released. And in my opinion, it's still one of the cleaner shoes of the group. I didn't have GOAT yet. I didn't have any of the apps that I was, that presented new shoes.
Right. You weren't looking to resell it, or
No, right. Yeah, I didn't even know that stuff existed yet. I was a little slow on that one, but I kept going to Finish Line, and the big joke was they had the big 8x8 poster in the window
with the display and everything.
With the display, and they had a display shoe.
Oh, so there was a shoe there.
There was literally a shoe in the window, and the joke became after a few months that every Sunday my wife and I would run out to that store and see, okay, maybe they got them in this week, because they kept telling me, oh, we're going to get them in this, next Sunday. Well, they just never got them in. So I don't know if Adidas dropped the ball somewhere with Finish Line, but I ended up writing a really nasty letter to Finish Line, and they responded and said, oh, we're so sorry. And they actually got a hold of the store.
Really?
Yeah, and when they got an 11s in, they made them hold them, and they called me. And I went out and got them.
Wow, that's pretty cool. It's cool that they did that. Yeah,
and I think when I bought them, they were $120. This exact shoe now you can get for like $50.
I've seen these at Burlington Coat Factory for about $50.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I should have picked them up, but I didn't.
Yeah, that would have been a good cop for sure. Availability, they're everywhere now. I just gave the story about they were hard to get back in the day.
10, 10, 10?
10, 10, 10, 10.
10, 10, 10, 10.
All the way across the board. Every single app, every single store has some variation, some version of the EQT.
Yes, you can get them everywhere.
Yep, and if you don't like one style, maybe the other style works better for you.
Yep.
And they all have the same, kind of design language with the ribbon, eye stays, and the heel lock, and some of them have the torsion bars, some don't, but the design language is pretty constant all the way through. And speaking of design, how about looks?
I gave it a 9 or 8. I'm sorry.
You gave it an 8?
I gave it an 8.
I gave it a 9.
9.
You can give it a 9 too?
I want to, but I'm gonna stick with a solid 8.
Okay, all right. I just thought maybe I could change your mind.
You almost did. That close.
I gave it a 9. It's not quite the Ultra Boost.
I agree.
It's not quite there.
Yep.
But it's damn close.
Yep.
I've always liked it. When it came out, I was flabbergasted by how good that shoe looked when it came out. I needed it. I pursued it for 8 months. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah,
So, by the time I actually got this, other ones were dropping, and that's how I ended up with like 8 pairs of EQTs.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't think so. And what do you like about the looks on? I mean, 8's a pretty good score. So
yeah, but I love all the. I'll be honest with you. I'm more of a. I like the detail that goes into it, and I also like that all these plastic pieces that go into it just add a layer to the shoe.
Yep.
I'm a huge Jordan 4 guy. And
okay.
And you know the Jordan 4 has plastic pieces all over it. For some reason, if a shoe throws plastic pieces on the shoe, for some reason, I'm in love with it.
I can see that there's a similarity, from this side of the shoe with the support. Yep. I mean, it does the same thing as the Jordan 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So I can see it. I can see it.
Another reason, they put Boost on it.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Boost is life.
Agreed.
If you can tell me another comfortable shoe that is not Boost, is more comfortable as Boost, and there's more Boost on this than the Ultra Boost.
Yep.
The Ultra Boost is still more comfortable in my opinion.
Okay.
But there in the heel, there is more Boost on the.
Yeah, that's a lot of material.
There's a lot of Boost.
So looks wise, 9, 8. And I think that functionality really helps with the looks, and I think that's what you're trying to say about the plastic pieces.
Yes.
It definitely lends a sense of functionality to it.
I agree.
So, I agree. Overall, my score was a 43. Sleepy J over here is a 41 out of 50.
Out of 50 is pretty good.
That's pretty damn good.
Right. Maybe I'm sleeping on that 9. Is that what's going on?
Maybe wear it a couple more times this week, and you tell me.
I will.
I just want to take a second, though, real quick. We had a bunch of new subscribers this week. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much it...
We had 9 in one day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
And there's some names in there that were very familiar. So Derek Jones, Grant, Hydroxide, all you guys, I appreciate you supporting what we're doing. Even if you don't really give a shit about what we're talking about, just the subscriptions means a lot.
Means a lot.
That you took the time to make an account and look for us.
Right, and give us that support.
Yep. And once we hit that 100, we got some shoes coming.
That's right.
And maybe some other more surprises.
Okay.
Maybe another clean kit. That went over pretty good.
Yeah,
Greg came and got the clean kit and loved it.
Maybe go with like a Crep Protect this time.
We can do a Crep Protect one.
All right.
And we'll throw in a shirt too. Why not?
Why not? For 100?
Yeah.
Man, they're gonna make out.
Maybe I'll even buy another pair of shoes and we'll give away 2.
Whoo-wee.
Whew. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't forget about that giveaway though, guys. Tell everybody.
Yes. And tell your friends, tell your wife. My dogs are barking in the background. They're telling everybody right now.
They're speaking.
Yeah. I mean, they're letting everybody know.
They're just like how everyone else needs to.
Right. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Another one in the books.
That's right. Like.
Subscribe and share. Comment.
That's right.
All right. Thanks a lot. Bye.